up on you quick like my ass was invited. Can't fight it. Roll up the wood, light it. Scoop up Quinn, Reserve, we riding. Just vibing. Yeah. Get behind it. Yeah. On some new shit.
And we're back with another episode. You know what it is. It's KG Money Green. I got OZ to the left.
Yes, sir. Rockstar OZ, your favorite. You already know what this is.
Your boy Chase a million.
Hey, I'm going to say this, man. 3 out of 4 of us in this room are engineers. And you can do math, that's 75.
2 out of 4.
Oh, yeah, 1
2 out of 4. One
OG.
All y'all out there don't hit me up no more. Just a producer.
Man.
Y'all need beats, get at me.
Right, but one right now.
Nigga made it clear.
Black sweatshirt. You want to introduce yourself?
What's going on? It's KwaBeat.
Yes, sir.
Engineer, music producer. Glad to be here.
Yes, sir.
Very talented person right here we got. So let's get into this interview.
Yeah, nah, for real. I'm glad to have you on the show, man. The first thing I want to talk about is like what got you into producing and engineering in the first place.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I always wanted to produce. I just never knew how to do it. I think the spark was hearing Kanye West. Like,
I can relate to that.
Honestly,
I can relate to that.
I heard Jesus Walks when I was like 10 years old. I was like, this is the best thing I ever heard, bro. I was like, this shit's so crazy.
I can relate to that too.
This shit way better than Radio Disney, bro. I was listening to Radio Disney back then, bro. I was like, yo, y'all have me listening.
We putting that in the trailer. We putting that in the trailer.
Y'all have me listening.
Bro, we only 1 minute in, bro.
Yo, y'all have me on the Florida car trips listening to Radio Disney for 8 hours straight, bro. And I could have been listening to Kanye? What? Bro, that shit was a game changer. And then I was like, so what does Kanye West do? Somebody told me he's a producer. I was like, oh, all right, that's what I'm gonna do. But it took like 8 years for it to like materialize. Cause then I went to, I was in high school. One of my friends, shout out 2 times. He's the person who put FL Studio on my computer. So like,
everybody needs a guy for that.
You never forget the person who gives you the sauce. You never forget that. So he literally just gave me the sauce, put the program on my computer, showed me how to use it. I was like calling him every day for like a month. Like, how do I do that? And then I stopped calling him. Like, oh, I got this shit. I don't need. No, it's fine. I shot it 2 times. But yeah, so just that's how it started. And then from there, I was in college at Audius State making beats. And I was like, my beats sound good, but they don't sound good everywhere. Like, they sound good on these speakers. They don't sound good in the car. They sound good in my headphones. They don't sound good on those speakers. So I'm like, how do I make my stuff sound good everywhere? So that's where I decided to go to school for engineering, to learn the science behind sounds and learning frequencies and how to just utilize tools to bring your music to like the highest possible quality level.
I mean, so you went to school at SAE, right?
I went to SAE.
Tell us about that process of even being at SAE.
Yeah, SAE was a great school. Honestly, the main reason I went was because they offered a laptop with all the programs.
They don't even do that. They don't even do that no more. They don't even do that no more.
They give you everything. I
don't even think they do the iPads.
Yeah. Oh, that's what they do.
I don't think they do that no more. They did that for a little bit.
You gotta return them.
People would come and just literally like take a laptop.
You gotta return them when you
and
leave.
Sell it too. Sell it, bro. Not realizing you still gotta pay that tuition back. Like all that, how much the school was is way more than that laptop. So like you really not making profit. You just getting some quick little money. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta pay back anyway.
Exactly. You gotta be paying 10 times that, honestly. So like, yeah. But that, I was like, whoa, because like my equipment was like bare minimum. I was getting by, but I was like, oh, I can get a Mac, I can get a Pro Tools, I can get like new Mac, everything. I'm like, oh, sign me up. You know what I'm saying? And then the other thing that intrigued me about it was SAE has like 8 studios in their facility, and they were saying you can bring anybody you want up here for free. Like, what? I can bring all my friends up here for free? Like, oh yeah, I'm in this. You know what I'm saying? So those 2 things alone made me be like, oh yeah, this is where I need to be. And to be honest, if I were to go back, I would definitely just for the students who are watching, definitely take advantage of your teachers. Like, just because they're not your friends, like, don't be afraid to just like be all up in their face in their business, just like, yo, bro, how do I do this? Like, teach me this, blah, blah, blah. Like, they love to talk about what they're being paid teach. You know what I'm saying? So like, don't be afraid to be all up in that grill. Like, I need to know this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like,
But I feel like that's a trend that's been dropped. Like, but
awesome. Cause I mean, I did most of my learning from just bringing my friends.
I like how you did it already.
In just getting experience. Cause I mean, I'm a hands-on learner. Like, I don't always like ask. I just like to just do it. Right. So that's like the first time I was recording, I didn't know what I was doing, bro. I was just on the computer, just clicking shit. I didn't know what none of the buttons were. I just like, I didn't know what compression was. None of the I didn't know nothing, bro. I was just getting them in there. You know what I'm saying? But the good thing about that was I now have like stuff that I could practice on later, because everything I ever recorded since 2017 is on my hard drive. So I can now go back to that and fix
and
up all
mix
and
it again.
and mix it again, even if it's never gonna come out again. It's just something I could use for practice, you know.
So this kind of question for all y'all, because you just brought up a keyword, hard drive, right? Like, what is the importance of a hard drive? Because, you know, like, when people lose the hard drive, like, everything wipes. Like, explain, like, what is your mindset if something happens to that hard drive?
Your whole career could be on the hard drive. You lose that thing, oh my God, that's the worst.
I remember it was a story where I think Turbo had, what's it called? Turbo lost Gunna's hard drive, or something happened with the hard drive. Turbo had to get it back because he was just like, yo, Drip Season 19 is on that bit. Everything that you make is on that hard drive. Like, that is your, like, Chase, that is your career. Everything is on that is a part of you. You don't go, I don't leave the house without it. Like, I'm not going nowhere without it.
And like, people will steal your hard drives too.
Yeah, because they know you got some money on there.
Sway Lee's hard drive, and they was asking for like 30 racks for it, man.
I remember, some niggas stole Usher's, I think they stole his iLock. They stole his, Wash had told me that. They stole his iLock. But that was back in the day. That's for all the people who don't know, when you use Pro Tools, it's what's called an iLock, and that's what allows you to, open up Pro Tools, whatever.
Well, it's
at least back in the day.
It's a license manager, so it's like all your licenses for programs are going.
Yeah. It's digital, so you don't really need an actual.
Well, you still use iLock, but it's like a cloud server now, so you don't really need it. But some programs you still do.
Like on the older Pro Tools, you still need.
Nah, just like some programs still, like Slate Digital, to use the microphones. You gotta,
you do need iLock for that. You need iLock for that.
Some of the plugins, like the new Nexus, I heard. iLock for that.
But they stole his iLock. He had to pay, like, I don't know, just a crazy amount to get it back.
I remember someone had got. I remember QP. I mean, not QC.
QC, yeah, they took.
QP.
Yeah, they had QT. QT. But
they everywhere now.
yeah, they took Baby's hard drive.
I think they took Baby's, bro. I don't know what they did, but look, they got that back.
We ain't losing that.
There's like, look, bro, somebody broke in my car and took my heart. There's like, I know y'all young niggas out here, what y'all do, y'all get back to me, no repercussions. Just let me get it back. And he got that thing back. I don't know what he did.
Boy.
Oh yeah, you need two. You need two.
Ooh,
just for
the one you main one in the back.
Yeah. I say have one you keep. I say have one you keep on the go. Have one you keep at home.
At the house, never leaves.
Like they don't go nowhere.
Same music going, or just some have
backup.
Yeah, it has everything. Everything, all the same shit. All have the same shit. Yeah. So if you don't got a hard drive.
Do y'all trust cloud, like Google Drive and Dropbox?
I don't depend on it as much as a hard drive, but it's pretty useful. It's pretty useful. Yeah, simple shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty useful.
Let me tell you this, man. Google Drive gives you 15 gigabytes free storage. You know how many Gmails I got? I got 6. Man. So what's 6 times 15?
I'm not doing the math.
That's what I'm saying.
Was that 90?
My laptop got a terabyte, so I ain't worried about space.
90.
Yeah, I got like a laptop with a terabyte and a 4 terabyte hard drive. I ain't no space.
4 terabyte. Yeah, you're not gonna run out of that. You're not gonna run out of
I gotta give me an SSD though.
Oh yeah,
that's one thing I needed, but
yeah, that's what I got.
I gotta explain what those are for the people that don't know. They're just like.
I mean, well, I don't really know.
Too
like,
much technology talk.
If y'all really want to know what it is, just go look it up.
Google everything.
Just Google it.
That's how we learned it. Like,
you don't sound like a whole bunch of nerds talking. Like, it's a solid state drive, and this is what it does. Like, y'all don't want to hear that. just Google it.
It's all there.
Oh God.
So with being said, well, like, what's the hardest pill to swallow as a producer?
That's a good question. The hardest pill to swallow is that there are other sounds that people like, and like the question I just dislike the most is, can you make me a beat like this? Like, I used to just get insulted by that because it's like, I'm still trying to figure out my sound, and you trying to make me sound like somebody else. I'm like,
it's always the kid. Make me a little baby beat.
I'm like,
Make me a Gunna beat.
Make me a Pop Smoke beat.
Can I figure out a KwaBeat first? Then I could do that. Like, but yeah, I mean, you can still incorporate other styles, but put your own twist on it.
Yeah,
Like, that's
definitely.
the thing, man. You don't, like, honestly, I mean, there's nothing wrong with literally not copying, like remaking a beat. Because, like, at the end of the day, it's still your beat. You did your own instruments. It's not the exact same, and it's good practice. But I feel like you gotta like know what makes your sound different. Like, that's something you gotta spend the conscious effort to really work on, and not be afraid to just like try new things and listen to new inspirations. Like, that's another good pill to swallow. Like, listen to other music. Like, don't just listen to what you like all day. Like, yeah, we in Atlanta, everybody likes Gunna, everybody likes Lil Baby and Thug. But brother, like, that's not the only music out there. That's like 1% of all the music. Like, I was just listening to R.I.P. MF Doom. I was listening to the Mad Villain album. Bro, that album is hard.
That album is so beautiful.
That album is hard, bro. Mad Lib go crazy. Like, but so, you know what I'm saying? Just go back and listen to like new stuff that isn't always on the top trending or whatever, top charts on Apple Music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do the crate digging. You know.
Oh,
and
definitely
really just
that.
Try new things, because it's gonna help. It's gonna help with you. Just need more perspective.
One thing to go off your point, I just feel like it's a lot of beat makers, and it's so easy to kind of get into beat making. Like, you just pull up FL, punch in some hi-hats, punch in some claps, punch in a snare, get a loop, boom. I don't think it's a lot of people really still producing. Like, I see the topic all the time of, is there a difference between a beat maker and a producer? And there is definitely a difference, because I've seen niggas cook up beats and like make the song, like, or like, not even just, or I'm just gonna put hard 808s and have it go crazy. Like, I've seen produce really create. That's how all of us create. Like, we really put songs together instead of just, here's a beat. Like, a lot of people just, here's a beat. And that's when it gets into the, all right, the beats just sound like any other generic beat. Like, I can get it from 1,000 other producers to sound just like this. Like, you gotta do something, or at least pair yourself with an artist that's, gonna at least approach the beat differently.
Yeah. So how do you deal with people that just make beats? Like, they just beat.
I mean, it's cool.
Their own lane, like, shit.
Yeah.
That's what you want to like.
They
There's a
serve a
lot
purpose.
of like, who's the person that came up? Cash Money AP.
Yeah.
Like, Cash Money AP,
Yeah.
he got songs. That new song with Pop Smoke and Lil Baby. That's his shit.
Yeah.
He came off of making type beats on
Yeah.
YouTube. So it's just, whatever lane you take, bro. Like, ain't no rules to it. It's just like,
Yeah, but I'm gonna say is, I guess on a personal level, I don't want no beat maker coming in here talking about, oh, like, you, like, yeah, like, or not, yeah, pretty much, like.
But all y'all play instruments, bro.
well, I think we all do.
Yeah.
Right. So like, don't y'all think that kind of changes y'all lane and someone else says it's
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
You get more of a.
I say
sense
beat
of
makers can still
musicality.
play instruments though.
Yeah.
Right?
But I think it's just about constructing a song. Like, it's nothing wrong with, like,
Being a producer and a beat maker are two different things.
that's what I'm saying.
So it's like, being a beat maker is just, you make a beat on FL or whatever. Being a producer is orchestrating a full production of a song. So that's not only making the beat, but finding singers, writers, making sure this is what you want it to sound like. So you're going to be involved in all aspects. Like, most beat makers, we make a beat, we send it out to artists, and then we just expect the song back.
Yeah.
But a producer, like, you will send a beat, and you will go to the studio, you will sit down, you will be like, all right, say this, like, give your input, and then you will sit down with the engineer and be like, look, I want it to sound this, and then you sit down with a mastering engineer.
Yeah.
Like, you're there for the entire full picture of the
Probably
of the
paying
song.
for all of
I
it,
guess.
too.
Paying for all of
Yeah.
it too, yeah.
Personal opinion. I just feel like we need more of that than just a nigga just making a beat. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of with everything in life, though. Like,
I mean, well, the way like we coming now,
But we're in a different time,
with all
yeah.
this
We're in a different
technology and
time.
stuff like
It's not
that,
even needed, yeah.
It's not really needed because you know we can. In COVID right now, you know we can do everything wirelessly, so it's just like you know, some people it's just easier. Like some producers like to work like that.
Yeah, that is true.
Some producers like to be in the studio with their artists and actually sit there and talk and you know whatever. Me personally, like
I was about to say, what do
would
both of y'all prefer?
I would rather sit down in the studio with certain artists. I'm not
everybody.
Some artists I'll be like,
Yeah. He's definitely closing that box.
some artists is just like, look, bro, I seen your beat pack and let me know what you made. Cause
I'm gonna get back
to like, you know, like some artists is okay.
That is true though. That is true.
It's like cool, but you know what you kind of gonna get. It's just like if I do get something back, it's gonna sound probably like Lil Baby, and it's just like we might make a one-hit wonder, you know, whatever. But if I go, he probably not going to hear my input. He gonna want to do what he want to do. So that's like ain't no point.
We was just talking about that.
Yeah, it's like some niggas don't want to hear it. They just want some niggas work better when they just you know it's I'm gonna make up my shit and do it myself. And, you know that's cool. But some people like you know are more they want the team, the people to tell them what sucks and what not and shit. That's what I kind of look for.
Yeah.
I don't want someone. It's more of a group decision than it's just I send you a beat, you send me something back.
so what do you prefer, in person?
Yeah, I would prefer recording in person because I feel like I can just. I feel like when it comes to engineering, it's a lot about energy and what your attitude and energy is on, and what the artist's attitude and energy is on. Because if I'm not there with you, say like, yeah, we know there's technology out right now that lets me wirelessly or record people if they're in a whole nother state, and I can mix and work on their vocals while they're recording in their basement.
That's so
But
crazy.
I feel like if I'm not there personally with you, like I might not be able to tell like how emotionally you might be feeling the type of way that is impacting the way you record. Like if you're just like nervous or you got like if you need to just talk about some stuff, like your voice, I don't know, like it's just gonna show like in your voice like that you're just nervous or you holding back. You know what I'm saying? Like and like recording is the first step to making music, so it's probably the most important step. I would honestly say, y'all could agree to disagree, is out of the 3 stages of engineering, tracking, mixing, mastering, would you say tracking is the most important? I say it is the most important.
Tracking is, yeah.
I'll say
If that's bad, everything else is bad.
I mean, people always like, I always tell people this shit. It's just like, no matter what I do to a piece of shit, it's still gonna be a piece of shit. I can put gold, no, real shit. Like
That's also going in the trailer.
If you record something,
We're gonna make a whole compilation of just Chase quotes.
It don't matter how many diamonds I put on it, how much gold I put on it, if I put a little hat on it, and put some
Roses really smell like boo boo boo.
At the end of the day, it's gonna be some real nice sounding shit, but it's still gonna be shit. So it's just like you gotta keep that in mind when you track your shit.
It's gonna have a nice little scent, but it's still gonna be some shit.
You tracking vocals.
Yeah.
Bro, you said shit about 15.
Man, okay, I wanted to ask this real quick. Let's get into Audius, because a lot of people do not know about Audiuses. So please let the audience and us know everything we need to know about Audius.
Okay.
And what you're doing with that.
Okay, for sure. So, Audius is first decentralized music streaming platform. They were started in September of 2019, and they're based in California. So as of now, they have a lot of big EDM artists like Skrillex and Deadmau and RAC. These are like really big EDM artists, and they're and Zed's Dead. I really like Zed's Dead. They're doing like big things on the platform, and you know they got the whole LA. You know, like there's a big culture for that.
Definitely
in LA, and then on the West Side, festivals, man.
I need to go to a rave. And
remixes and all the challenges. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about Audius is it's run on like their program is run on blockchain technology. I don't know if you all know about Bitcoin, but basically blockchain is like an open ledger that allows for transactions to, you know what I'm saying, interact on a public sheet where like everybody can basically view what's going on, and it's not like, basically the blockchain isn't like owned by any company. Like it's just there, and that's how transactions are. I'm not like the most technical. I just kind of know inherently how it works, but I would definitely encourage everyone to do their research on what the blockchain is, and specifically, Audius doesn't run on Bitcoin. It runs on a platform called Ethereum, which is the second biggest cryptocurrency. And Audius also has their own cryptocurrency called the Audio token, which it's a lot to get into, to be honest. But basically, to interact with Audius, you really don't even need to be a super crypto nerd. Honestly, when you first made an Audius account, like I told you it had something to do with cryptocurrency, but like, did it look like a platform where like you got to be a super nerd genius to like interact with it? It's like,
you know, that's not really how it was presented.
Yeah, it's very user friendly. It's like sleek. It's simple. Like there are no ads on it. It doesn't look all super bombarded with a bunch of stuff. Like it's just make an account, upload some tracks, and you know what I'm saying, get y'all some playlists. Like it's really that simple, you know. And how I believe Audius is different from SoundCloud and Spotify is, first of all, I believe that they recognize that they need the artists. They value the artists, and they need, if they want their company to be successful, like they know that they need the artists to have a vested interest and to really like, and really have ownership within the platform. Like if Audius wants to compare to Spotify, they need a renaissance, just like how SoundCloud had like artists like Lil Uzi Vert and XXX and Lil Yachty like just take over their platform and ultimately make the entire SoundCloud platform more successful, because they're just bringing so many users. Like they know that they basically need to do something similar or bigger in order to compete with these bigger companies. And I feel like us as up and coming independent artists, like we have an opportunity, because especially since we're independent, since nobody has any say in how we can release our music, we have an opportunity to just like dump our music on Audius and like really get our own community behind it heavy, so that when the rest of the world comes onto it, because blockchain technology has become more popular, then we'll already be there, and we'll just be like, yeah, bro, we here already, y'all. Come on and join the party type shit. You know what I'm saying? And
bring
it's just
your fans
like,
in.
bring your fans, all that, and it's free to upload. Like I'm not asking anybody for any money, none of that. So basically, long story short, what I've been doing is I developed a relationship with Audius where I'm curating a monthly playlist called Up Next ATL, and I started this playlist in July of 2020, and it's been going on every month. It's been updated each month. There's a artist who's on the cover who I do a quick bio on them and where they're from, and we shoot a little promo video just describing like what their vibe is, how they are, and then the playlist will highlight like their music. Their music will like be first because they're the cover, but like it'll be like 3 or 4 songs of them so that you can get a vibe of how they are. And it switches up every month. So the last month we had an artist named Uno, and he is an artist who's going doing pretty well on Audius. Like he had a couple songs like do 100 some, like 200 something. He had one song do like 5K, which is really good. And especially when you compare this platform, this platform has 1 million monthly users. So compare that to SoundCloud. SoundCloud has like over 50 million. I think that's like a rough estimate. So
Probably more than that.
it's probably more than that. It's probably more than that. But I would say if you compare proportionally, if you get 5,000 plays on Audius and but Audius has 1 million users, okay? It's like a ratio, 5,000, 1 million. and then you have SoundCloud over here. They have 50 million users, so it's like a math problem. It's like a ratio. So
Carry
really,
a couple zeros.
you
That's about
carry.
it's
It's easy. Doing it.
Do the math. We got the board right here. Like,
Do the math.
half a million streams.
Actually, did you just do that, man? Yeah. That was kind of
That's
quick.
about half a million. That's the ratio right there. It's just 2 zeros.
So the question I'm gonna say is, how do you feel like with big streaming platforms, like when they see smaller companies like that, do you feel like Spotify is gonna take that idea and run with it, or how do you feel like
they if they were to do that, they would have to create a SoundCloud part. I mean, not a Sound or a Spotify or SoundCloud part 2 that operates on the blockchain. Like, since their platform isn't on the blockchain already, they can't. Like, they would have to move everything towards that. Because the thing about Audius, which is really amazing, is that honestly, to be real, if Audius gets shut down, say the government is just hating on Audius, they just get shut down.
fuck y'all niggas. Shut that bitch down.
I don't know why, bro. But if it just happens, Audius doesn't control our music. It's operated by third-party node operators, which are basically just regular people who use their computer processing power to like make sure our songs are being played on this blockchain like technology on this server. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, really, Audius can't take down our music. No one can take down our music because it's being like operated by people who have an interest in this program, but they don't work for Audius. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that's just another reason to be like nobody, because I've dealt with SoundCloud with like, and I get it. I do think like copyright is like, that's a serious thing. Like, you can't just be taking people's full songs and like uploading them. But like, there have been times where people like would use samples or like they would just use certain clips, and even if they got the clearance, like I've heard of stories with SoundCloud just taking shit down instantly just because their like algorithm is like set to just take shit down. It's like, bro, I already did what I gotta do to make sure this doesn't happen. And it's just a hassle. But like, Audius isn't like that, and I feel as though it just gives the opportunity for more creativity to happen, especially when it comes to like remix contests, because like it's like that's a really big thing in the EDM platform, which hip hop could adopt too. But like, just having the freedom to remix people's songs and like not having to worry about like sharing it with the world and not having to worry about all your hard work. You spent days on that song and now you're getting it taken down after, just because, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not a good feeling, you know what I'm saying? So I feel as though we have a great opportunity, especially in Atlanta, to just like take advantage of this platform and really see what we can do with it, And one more thing I want to say about Audius is we have really made a mark. Like we really doing numbers with this platform. Like I calculate up everybody's streams, and we've done over 40,000 streams on the Audius platform. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, we want to do that math.
Sir, clap it up.
We would add 50 to that number.
That's about 40,000. That's about.
We need like an accomplishment thing.
That's yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We need an accomplishment thing for the show. When somebody says an accomplishment, like we need some type of, maybe we'll get a round of applause type thing. Sound effects. We're gonna get that to our editor.
You said the keyword creation. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, like, what's your favorite genres for you to create?
My favorite genres.
For
That's also going on the trailer.
It's probably trap. But I feel like I'm growing out of it though. Like I feel like it used to definitely be like I was making them Pierre Bourne beats and all that. I still like to do it, but it's like I wanna.
What other genres would you want to go to?
Afrobeat and dancehall.
I can see that. I can see that.
Those styles. But I want to have like 808s though, like them, like hard hitting 808s in there. You know what I'm saying? And like I'll do the drum patterns, like the snares and the snaps and everything. But I just want the 808s to still hit. And I don't want them to be soft. If I'm doing dancehall, like I want them.
Oh, that bitch got a hit.
Still,
That
yeah.
bitch got a hit. You gotta feel that. You gotta feel that in your chest.
Bruh, I just want it to hit. That's the main thing.
Talk about some projects you've already, you know, pushed out now that, you know, the viewers can check out.
Okay. So
And just kind of like also talk about like, you know, the process of you making those. I know you got some with artists specifically.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got the Lost Files. So
Yes, sir.
get into those.
So as an engineer, man, this is why I would definitely encourage producers to pick up engineering. You are going to generate like a catalog based off you engineering. People are gonna come to you and ask for beats. Like they're not gonna want to use YouTube beats forever. They're gonna want to see what you got working with. And 9 times out of 10, if you've been doing the work, they're gonna like your stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, learn how to engineer, and it's a great way to get placements and build your own catalog. Like I've definitely recorded maybe over 200 songs, and like not all of them are on my beats, but like maybe 25% of them, 20 to 25% of them probably was on my beats. So like I got like 50 something songs that like are just sitting. Like the art, like half the time these artists are recording so much, like they have so many songs, like
They forget about that shit.
They forget about like some of the stuff. Oh, we did that a couple months. Dang, I forgot about that. Not me. I didn't forget about that. You were going off that night. You were really doing your thing, you know. And 9 times in, if you just communicate with the artist, they're not gonna care if you drop it if you as a producer drop it yourself. You know, I feel like I'm just trying to break producers out of that stigma of like, oh, artists can only upload. We can't upload stuff like. No, bro, we are songwriters too, just like they are. So why can't we just put it out? You know what I'm saying?
Why do you feel like people feel like that though?
This is the standard of the industry,
It's
I
like
guess.
a status quo type thing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm just trying to knock that shit down, bro. Like I feel honestly as though when the artist gets a hit record and they're traveling all over the country doing interviews, how come the producer isn't traveling all over the country doing his own interviews? I'm not even saying he gotta be with. I'm saying doing his own interviews and people.
Well, some producers are like that.
Some producers
are superstars. Like I can say like who Hitmaker. That he get his own interview. Hitmaker, Metro. If he would, Metro doesn't do that type of thing. He's more secluded. Huh?
I've noticed him like one.
Yeah, I don't see that many Metro. Yeah, I don't really see
him.
them.
He's like, he's not into that. Like, he just like to make the beats and he just care about the money. He's like, he don't really want to be famous. Well, I mean, he's famous, but it's just like
Unintentionally.
Yeah, but it's a lot of like TM88 back.
Yeah, Pierre.
You get Pierre Bourne, Sony Digital.
I feel like the artist feels like the producer is gonna take too much from their side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, even the artist is like, I'm supposed to be this high. Like, you made my beat, but like, if they find out who made the beat and actually my lyrics wasn't that fire, it's like, dang.
And then sometimes the producers be coming up with the lyrics too.
It's important though, cause like we talked about this a lot. Like you still gotta know your role that you play within the group. Like if you're a producer for an artist, it's like like we agreed that you're gonna be you're gonna be the face. You're the superstar. So it's like, and I just gotta know like me personally, like I'm the type of guy like I don't really care about being famous. I just want the money. I'll just be completely honest. Like. On God, like I don't want to talk to Breakfast Club. I don't want to talk to what's the
Hot 97.
Hot 97. I don't want to talk
about
to
Atlanta radio station.
94.5. I don't want to talk to none of
Dirty
them.
Boys.
No, I don't care about none of them.
That's why you
Like,
gotta
I just want the money, bro. Like it's cool. Like y'all can play my songs. The artist can go do all that. Like I show up with them. I'll be in the back like like nah, I'm straight. But guess what?
I see you doing that too.
He might have all the spotlight, but we both pushing the same cars. Both got Lamborghini trucks. Both got Rolls Royces. Both got houses.
That's why I've always been on the fence as artist producer, because it's just like I like the spotlight, but I wouldn't want to really be in that shit all the time, because then it gets to a point where it's like you can't.
Right.
I would say it was Pierre because he produces and raps.
I mean, I'd say someone that's in your predicament but is successful with it, it's Ty fucking Dolla $ign. That nigga is a producer, he's an artist, and he engineers his own music. I didn't even know that. Ty Dolla $ign do it all. And then he was just like...
That's actually a good one.
What?
That's a good pick.
Yeah, like
But he's
just his
yeah.
own. I mean, he has a team, around him, but for the most part, he produces everything that he makes. And it's just like he engineer it, and then he might have another engineer to go over his, and then he has a master engineer. But it's like he knows every aspect. Like that song, I forgot the name of that song. His last album that he put out. He spent like $50,000 on the live orchestra for one song.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
So let's go back to Lost Files.
Oh, yeah. Sure. So, Lost Files, like I told you, I've been engineering for the past 3 years, and everything I've ever engineered is somewhere on the hard drive. I have 2 hard drives on one of them. And as a result, I've accumulated a lot of songs. And I'm just like, yeah, bro, these songs need to come out. Like, some of them are 2 years old, some of them are a couple months old. I'm just like,
you built that collection, was just all right. It's time to start dropping some stuff.
Right?
You can't just make music forever.
That's true.
I'm learning how to mix and how to, take the music to the next level. So I'm like, plus I love getting feedback on my music. I don't just like having music just sit and like I'm the only one listening to it. Like I want people to let me know how I can be better and how the music makes them feel. So I released the first Lost Files, I forgot the exact date, but it was late December, and that project featured Rockstar OZ. He had the first song on there called Take Some.
Oh yeah, First Degree. Yeah, First Degree. First Degree. Yeah. We gonna get Razar on the show very, very soon.
Razar did his thing.
Yeah, we just dropped something today. Produced by this nigga. Crazy. But y'all check that out. Oh goddamn, all platforms. First Degree. We coming with some.
I had MB Shola on there. Yeah. Another artist who's just always down to work. It don't matter what the beat is, he gonna kill it every time. It does not matter. Who else we have? My boy Taji on there.
Shout out Taji.
Q3. You know what I'm saying? We got me, Taji, and Q3. We got a project on the way called Dots and Boys. That's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard. And then and we got a secret weapon on there too. I ain't even gonna reveal all that, but yeah, that's
quick.
We really might do a Please Don't Touch Me Part 2, man. To be
honest, that would be hard too. That would be hard too with Razar.
I did a project with MB Showline and Razar called Please Don't Touch Me, and the beautiful thing about that project was that a lot of like the people who support Razar music and the people who support MB Showline,
just all came together.
Yeah. Like, it was like, oh, like this person too. Like it was like 2 fan bases got to like both appreciate each other's music at the same time. I was like, wow, like I did. That was a great moment. I was just like, I'm glad I pushed forward with this. I'm glad I made these niggas like get in the studio and just like, hey, we gonna do this, bro. It don't matter if it's just 4 songs. We gonna do this, and we saw the result. Like we shot a dope video, had a photo shoot, and everybody was like super hyped up. It was like, hey, bro, like, and the artists, they don't sound nothing alike, but it's just like they're both unique, and people appreciated how they didn't try to sound like anyone else, and they just stayed in their own lane and did what they had to do on the songs. And like I was like, my beats have their own sound, and like I wasn't trying to like mimic anybody else. It was just everybody just expressing themselves in their own way, and we still getting better. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely.
That was a good feeling. I was like, I'm glad I definitely made that happen.
So I got a question on my bad.
I know you good.
So like on your hard drive, Lost Files, like what is one dream collab that you wish you had that's on your hard drive?
What's a dream if I could just make a dream collab happen?
Yeah. You can make
anybody.
You got 3 wishes.
I know who mine was.
All right.
I actually wrote a list recently.
I know who my number 1 is.
All right, y'all just give me 3 though.
3?
Y'all give me 3.
So I'll give you 3 dream collabs.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I had this in my mind for a long time, and I guess I'm saying it, so I'm speaking to existence.
Yes, sir.
My producer name is Quay. Punch Me in Quay. I've always thought I need to make a beat with Quay Global, because that would confuse so many people.
that was funny.
Fuck this shit up, boy.
This shit too crazy. We gonna call it too crazy. We too crazy. Hey, Quay Global, you better, hey.
Bruh.
Oh my god.
I'm saying, bro.
He said it's too crazy.
You better write that down.
Too crazy.
Mind fucked us in the street, bro. Like straight.
Y'all niggas hell.
That's a dream collab because KwaBeat been going hard for a minute. I respect his grind.
Little baby.
And he going crazy, so that's one.
Pick this shit up, boy.
I would, you know what? I would say I would like in the studio with like Swiss Beats, bro. Like Swiss Beats has just this. He does not try to sound like anybody else, and he's like had his own unique style for so long, and it's always hard, like every time. And I just respect that, like how he like approaches music and how he speaks on his beats, like he's not.
It's go time. What you got a lot of ears?
Yeah, bro. He's crazy. I really respect that, and dang, I'm trying to think of one more good one.
I got my 3.
Bro, I got my list. I literally wrote a list.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna just have to say it. Like Travis Scott, Metro,
Of course.
and Pierre. I'll be with all 3 of them. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'll be with Travis Scott, Metro, and Pierre. Sheesh. That's
your 3?
Sheesh.
So who? We going on my 3?
Yeah, you go to Chase.
Oh, that's easy. Number 1, Pharrell. Number 2, Timbaland. Number 3, Swiss. Just like that. Just like that.
I didn't think it was gonna be that quick.
I knew mine from like I had my list like years ago.
Yeah, that's real.
That's been my top.
That's real.
Something in your mindset, like
You can make it happen.
it's gonna happen.
Bro, wait. I know this is off topic, but like I found this out the other day. Like you know that Sweetie song? What was it? The
Which one?
Next? The shit? What's that?
I don't remember.
It's like what's his next?
Is it just her on this one?
Yeah, it's her single that she put out.
I think I do, but what? One of them produced it?
Huh?
Who produced it?
Bro, Timbaland produced that shit.
Oh,
I was so shocked about that. I was like, bro, it didn't sound nothing like Timbaland, bro. I was like, that is crazy. I was like, that nigga can do anything, bro.
Just play it.
Yeah.
Alright, what's your 3?
Oh, the Back to the Streets with Janae Aiko.
Okay.
Okay.
Timbaland made that shit. I was like,
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I did not know he made that shit.
Y'all may not know this artist, but from Pro Era, Kirk Knight. I would love to work with Kirk Knight.
Kirk Knight makes his own beats too,
You know what's
bro.
crazy?
He go
I met him
hard.
a couple times. My uncle know him. Yeah.
This man.
Wow.
I was like, oh shit.
We actually know
I
the guy.
did meet D Nose on the train in New York.
Oh, word.
Yeah, that shit was
Kirk Knight had
crazy.
that one
That shit
song,
was
it was
crazy.
going up for a second.
Which one? What's it called? Nighttime?
Something like
What,
that.
ASAP Ferg?
Yeah.
He got some
Yeah.
ASAP
Oh yeah. Because he produced
It was on the radio for
he produced
That was back in like
Yeah, he did produce that. Yeah, he did.
He produced Plain Jane. Yeah. I Kirk Knight as a rapper and producer. Like he's an astonishing rapper and he's a great ass producer. Also as an artist producer, Party Next Door. Cause I love the R&B vibes, and he also be making his own beats and he's pretty dope. And I guess I'll say another. Yeah. Well, he tried the little
he that type of
project.
artist.
He always low key though.
Yeah, he
But those be the best artists.
like
the
he
one that
was-
just
like when I think of Party Next Door, I think people like Black.
yeah.
Or like who else?
Black-
He's definitely somebody.
Black's about to hit that point where he's not gonna be low key no more though.
He's not.
He's hitting that point where he's about to.
Yeah.
He about to take off, and that kind of leads to my next artist. JID from Dreamville, because he be with Black all the time. And this just on some rap shit, because it's just like that nigga be spazzing.
You got a real toned down list. Like, I'm shooting for the superstars.
I mean, these are people that I'm like, this like,
superstars though.
yeah.
They gotta be black.
Well, I got other people on here, but those are like 3 that like I need those collabs. Like Kirk Knight, I need that. Like I need that shit. Nigga, I need that shit. JID, I'ma need that. I need that shit. But that Kirk Knight, that shit crazy.
That's funny.
Alright, so with that, we're about to go
Oh no, I got some stories. Nah, think about
I feel
it.
like I be having funnier moments recording like with the homies and the bros than I do in like the big studio. Do you have?
Let me
something you
speak.
can
Let me speak.
Okay,
I've been in the studio with this nigga many times, and it's definitely time we'll smoke, we'll get high as fuck. It'll be late at night, and this nigga's falling asleep at the fucking laptop while we recording. Nigga, first degree. Me and Rizard recording the song to Chase, one of Chase's beats, and I was like, Chase was like, I'm not engineering tonight, of course. Like, and I was like, Quay can engineer. He was like, cool. This man. I'm like, Quay, punch me in. Yeah. I'm like, loop it back. He's at the end of the song. I'm like, take me to the beginning. He goes to the end. I'm like, take me to the end. He goes to the beginning. I'm like, bro.
I'm like, no, I'm good. What are you talking about?
I'm straight, bro. I'm straight.
You know, I got something.
Yeah. I was like, thank you, bro.
And that's half the time, like, being in resort, basically. Yes, bro. Like, we'll be up till 5 in the
I spent 7 in the morning, bro. And I was like,
yeah, 5 in the morning, 5, 6. The latest I ever stayed up for a session was 8.
Really? Yeah. I don't know what's the latest I stayed. Probably the whole day. Yeah.
At that point, the sun coming up.
That's what I'm saying. You wait.
At that point, the sun coming
Like,
up.
y'all sleeping like, man, we might as well go hit the Waffle House.
Oh, God.
Go hit the Waffle House.
or Chick-fil-A breakfast on some shit. You know?
God, hopefully it's not Sunday.
I ain't gonna lie, like a lot of niggas be sleep on that Burger King breakfast. Like I don't like Burger King, but Burger King breakfast, like that's the only.
I like
toast stick.
the French toast stick. The French toast stick. Oh, I never even tried it.
These are both breakfasts I never tried.
I ain't never tried it. Is it good?
Y'all in the comments, if y'all like these breakfasts, let us know.
Wendy's, if they drop a 4 for 4 breakfast,
What the fuck?
the game is over.
Drop the ball.
IHOP closing down. Waffle House closing down.
They drop a 4 for 4
Cracker Barrel's on.
Cracker Barrel.
And with that being said,
Cracker Barrel's over.
let's get to the bucket, man. Let's get to the bucket.
Cracker Barrel on the last legs anyway.
Just a bucket of salad. Honestly, it's hard to say. What's in the bucket, you know? A couple beers, a couple questions that we need to go over.
But Denny's too. I'm sorry. Yeah, go Denny's.
Who goes to Denny's anyway?
When you on the road
I mean,
trip,
but there's no Denny's.
on the road
Denny's be like in the most country towns ever. Like you ain't gonna see a Denny and like you gonna see like some. I can't say that over here. But like somewhere where you know cousins like each other. That's where you find this. That's where you find this. That's where you find Denny's at.
hey.
These look like they will like lick your food and then taste it on your plate.
I just gotta make sure this is good.
Catch.
Oh my god.
That was hard.
That's how we catch y'all all 2020.
Oh my god.
Man, shout out to. No, I don't want to shout out Denny's every day.
Nigga, that's funny.
What is this?
This is the one I wanted you to get, but I guess I'll do it.
I mean, he's a guest.
Oh, yeah. It's for everybody.
I suck at this.
Oh, I know exactly what you got. That's what I was trying.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was trying to get. Who going for? Oh, Quay. You go
Yeah.
first.
What's the biggest rejection you took as an artist, producer, or entrepreneur? This is a good ass question. I mean, to be honest, I'm trying to get the biggest because I done played beats for people like who know see like A&Rs and all that, and like they just like nah. Or they're just like they might fuck with you, but they'll just be like they'll start playing other beats. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, that's what happens a lot, bro. Like you be like, yeah, put it. All right, that's cool, bro. Like, hey, load up that other.
One time, talking to people, also making right hand man to the owner of the know what I'm saying? Mood change. The nigga mood change. Like, he was excited to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Nigga mood change. He was just like,
I've been there.
Took a break. He done listened to the
Yeah. He literally said, bro, you need to listen to more music. I'm just like, I probably do. You're right. But, and I was like, bro, I made that beat angrily, bro. I'm gonna be honest. That nigga walked away. I was just like, making them 808s go stupid, bro. I was like, oh,
Nigga, I've been there.
Whatever, bro. Yeah.
Nah, like I don't. You hate it. Like it's hating when the nigga just make this shit suck.
For no reason.
No reason, but like the fact that he gave you some advice, that he not hate, like he was just like, I mean, like I ain't gonna cap, like shit cheats, but you need to do this, and this for it to be better. And I respect when people give me advice. If you just say, man, this shit horrible, you should stop this shit and go do something else. It's like, fuck you. Like, actually opinion.
Yeah, he ain't say all that. Yeah, he just like, yeah, bro, you need to listen more.
Someone's told me that earlier.
Some people can't take advice. They still think advice is hate.
And like I said in the other episode, don't be in this game. Don't be in this industry if you can't take it. Like,
OZ, next question.
what's the weirdest place you made a beat or song? The laptop on the dresser right the bed's right here. This it was a big room, but it was like the bed was so big and the room was no space. So I'm literally stretching out, putting the I didn't even have a seat. Like I was sitting on the bed and stretching out, recording this nigga, trying to make a song because it was like no studio setup. I literally had to put all that shit together. And another time, I was actually on Georgia State. I was in front of the library, right down the street, and it was like the little, you know how they got the like little things you can sit down on, like, like them type shits. Like, it was so funny how that shit happened, because it's like, I'm walking, and some nigga stopped me. That was like, you look like Ugly God. And I was just like, nigga.
What the fuck?
That sound like
Do you make music though? And I was like, you make music, that's so crazy. I was like, I actually do. He was like, oh shit. I pulled out my laptop, pulled out my Kai MIDI, and I just made a beat on the spot, and we all started rapping. Everybody came up. It was just big ass freestyle session. Everybody was going crazy.
That's hard, bro.
Shut up.
oh God, I ain't never heard, bro. I ain't never thought of that till now.
Bro, I feel like you told me that the next day.
I probably did.
I don't remember.
I did a lot that day, bro.
Shout out Ugly God, man. All right, Chase. I'm gonna do this last because, like, I'm gonna do this last.
I feel like Chase got one.
I should do last, but make a beat using the pen and the bucket. Freestyle. Oh man.
Make a beat using the pen.
Who freestyle?
Oh shit.
Like damn, like y'all talking shit. Huh? You ready, OZ?
Hold on. 4 paper chasers called me. But you got it.
Save this one for last, alright? So you go ahead and.
Alright, so this is alright, so it says, play a trash beat, say lyrics from a trash song you made. So this is what I'm gonna do. I got a song called Across the Room.
Oh, I remember that song. I remember that.
Live in my files. So
it's either play a trash beat or say trash.
So what we're gonna do is, in the edit, we're gonna play my song.
Oh, we're not playing my part.
It's like I see you across the room.
No. This how it went. Saw you cross that room. Then my heart goes zo. I be going through these loops.
Don't tell me it was on your Drake shit.
We gonna put that in the outro. We gonna put that as the outro.
That's so funny.
So y'all go listen, man. Go check out my classroom. It's not on no platform.
Nothing.
iPhone, no chat, don't get that.
Oh, you still got your iPhone notes?
It's still in my iPhone.
That's funny. I know it's somewhere on my hard drive.
Share the note, bro.
Drop that to us right now.
The last person that be having music. So the fact that I have this is just
Yeah, I wish I got that question rather than the one I got.
Alright, Chase, man.
I know music.
Yo. Oh, yo, you here, bro?
No music.
You said what? Okay, bet. Let me know when you're here.
You gotta rap, bro.
Music.
Hey,
Last 30 seconds of the show.
last 30 seconds of the show. I just might finna fuck off to your hoe. Hey, you already know. Hey, chillin' with the bros. Yeah, the bucket list. Yeah. We funny as shit. All right, Kareem, send this out. KG, send this out.
Music, we're done. Again, KG.
Yes, sir.
OZ, Rockstar OZ.
here.
We out.
Saw you cross that room. My life's going zoom. My life's on these loops. But I ain't jumping that broom. No time soon.